Yeah, we good.
Good. Yeah. So, did you
So,
have like a subject or anything that you kind of just wanted to talk about, or just see where it goes?
I think we'll see where it goes. I think we start with tell us your name, where are you from, age, what you do right now, and we'll keep
Mine.
going on from there.
We'll do it, bro. Age 27, almost, 27, close to like 90. Like, I'm old now. But based in pretty much everywhere, but predominantly based in Spain. I've got a couple of projects that I've got going on that I can't tell anyone too much about because of just things
Okay.
and problems, man. Don't want governments after me, bro. Can't
Okay.
have that.
But like your general expertise are what it is, marketing, sales, I don't know.
Yep, that's it. Marketing, sales, general business advice, life advice, motivational speaker. I say motivational speaker, ex-motivational speaker. I'm not really doing so much of that. Flying around, doing talks and stuff. I'm getting old, like I said, bro, so I just need to sit down, just chill. My back hurts and everything, so I can't be flying around everywhere. But yeah, I used to do some motivational speaking, business coaching, sales coaching, and a ton of other things. But those are my main sort of focal points, is definitely sales marketing and sort of general life advice.
Sounds fun. Sounds like a lot of fun.
It keeps me busy. It keeps me very, very, very busy. But it's fun, man. It's fun.
How you got into sales?
Do you know what? It was kind of by accident. I don't think I've actually shared this story. It's kind of a funny one. So I got bored of IT, computers, fixing computers, that kind of stuff. So I decided, right, what's the opposite of being stuck in a room fixing computers? Being a nerd. What's the opposite? Being a salesperson.
Yeah.
So I said, all right, fine. Let me start applying for some sales jobs and stuff. And essentially, I just landed myself an interview with this fine wine investment company, which turns out to be, anyway, the whole thing's a total scam. We were just taking people's money. I didn't know. No one blamed me. I'm a good person. I'm a man of God. But it's, and then basically passed the interview, smashed that, and then they just got me a role straight away. And then just moved on from there, step by step, got a couple more roles, a couple more businesses behind me by then, and then just building them up. Then became a business advisor, had a equity, I think, at one point in 9 companies, I think.
Wow,
it was a hell of
nice.
a lot, man. So,
Yeah.
But that was the starting point for me. That was ruthless, cold sales, cold calling sales as well. Like, there was nothing. You just had to call, figure out, make the person interested.
Wow.
It's it was hell on earth, but it was paid very well. Paid very, very well.
Well, of course, you need to go from a cold person, who are you? Why are you trying to sell me, to let me pay you my money. This is the credit card.
Yeah. Give me the money. I just used to say to people, I'd call them up and I'd just be like, yeah, just give me the money, bro. It's fine. Trust me. They're like, yeah, but I don't know you. I'm like, look, man, you might not know me, but you can trust me. So send me 10 grand. And it's bizarre though, because we used to make just one cold sale, and from there we'd send them a brochure, and they'd have another setup call, and then we just close them for like 5, 10, 15 grand. It was it's fucking insane. It's bizarre.
Yeah, this is freaking insane. From a cold call to close 10 grand deal.
2 calls.
Wow.
2 calls. That's all it took. This is how people lose money, right?
Yeah.
Very, very easily. But you have to be to do something like that. You have to be top level salesperson, because otherwise, number one, the rejection's gonna absolutely kill you, and then number 2 is you just won't be able to make money from it.
Yeah, definitely. So my other question would be, where are you heading right now? Like in life? Like where is like your, you can say, end point, if there is one?
There isn't one, man. I'm just making more and more money, and I'm just having fun, building a much better, stronger team throughout the process, and really just trying to help as many people as I can along the way, because I know it fucking sucks, right?
Yeah.
A lot of people have no idea what they're doing, how they're going to do anything. They're all just pretty confused, right? Because there's all of this information online. No one's giving them actual guidance. Most people are like, go and if your bed is made, then you're going to make more money. It's like, bro, making your bed has fucking nothing to do with how much money you're making. Unless you're a cleaner and you make money from
making beds.
If that's your job, cool. Yeah, make sure that yours is good. But it's there's no real sort of advice anymore online. I think a lot of people are posing to be something that they're not. A lot of fakes, a lot of people just talking shit. So here I am, and I've kind of just decided along the way, just fuck it, let me get serious with online. Let me get serious with online again, the second time. So
I hate it, all the lies online, all this generation. It's like I don't know even how to begin to call it. Like there's no how to give it a name. I hate all the lies, fake. All the fakes, yeah.
Yeah, it's just fake, and a lot of it just comes down to bad advice and people wanting fame. People want, I don't really want fame. I know that that's going to come with this, but I really don't want it. I'm just a chill guy. I like my group. I like our group very specifically.
Yeah.
I want to just chill with my people, chill with my girl, chill with my dog, and that's that. I don't want a big everyone knowing my name. No, I don't. It's not my thing. But it's unfortunately it's going to come with it. But that's cool. But it's a Spider-Man quote, bro.
I feel you. You're tearing apart between I want to help people and I don't want anybody to know my fucking name. I want to delete Instagram. I want to go on an island with myself, my girl, and my dog, and that's it.
Yeah, just give me a farm on an island. I'm chill, bro. I'm chill. I'm done. But at the same time, I mean, it's almost, some people are going to find this ridiculous. But it's for me, it's more of like a godly calling, because if the devil's at play, right?
Yeah.
And the devil has a very firm grip on this society that I don't even know if you can call it a society anymore, but this hellish fucking culture, depression culture. We're celebrating people being depressed. We're selling people that it's just degeneratism. It's everyone wants to be a degenerate, orgies. It's just like, bro, none of it's normal, right? None of this shit is normal.
Yeah, nothing is normal today. Everything is just got fucked up, but we got some, I think, hope. I think we have hope. With all the grand rising people, like Tate, for example, like Musk, who saved Twitter, like Trump. I think we have some hope.
Yeah.
But a little bit, but still, it's some hope.
I don't know, man. I think the people that are lost, and they are. I mean, it comes down to cognitive bias at the end of the day. On both sides, right? On both sides, like no one's perfect at the end of the day, right? Like
yeah.
Trump fucked up a couple of things. That's fine. Biden's fucking got dementia. Like he can't even string together a sentence anymore. The Fed's going to shit. But it's fucked up on both sides, and it all sort of stems down to cognitive bias, right? Because everyone just wants to confirm their beliefs, and the problem is with the tech giants, social media, the algorithms push you to see more of the content that you like, right?
Yeah.
So if you're on the right, if you're on the left, then you're only going to see now that perspective, because that perspective keeps you on the platform. So it's a very almost ungodly time that we're living in. But for me, it's saying, all right, well, if very few people are doing this genuinely, then fine, I'll come on as well, and I'll put something in. I'll put my 2 cents in. I'll try and help people, and crack on from there, bro.
Yeah, I highly agree with you. It's like they're robbing us from the essence of life. You don't see today people going around, for example, in a bar without the phone. If you're not on the phone, it doesn't count you're in a bar.
Yeah. Bro, if it's not on Instagram, this cigar is terrible, by the way. Honestly, it's terrible. But they sent me the wrong ones. But if it's not on Instagram, if it's not on your stories, it didn't happen. If you don't post, it didn't happen. Like, it's all egotistical bullshit. I understand it. It's all part of the game. That's why I do it. But every time that I do, bro, just fucking despise it. I despise it because it's not me. It's not really what I want to be doing, but it's all part of the game, right? And
Yeah.
At the end of the day, if you want to play in this kind of an arena, there are rules to play, right? Just like chess. If everyone else is playing chess and you're the one trying to change the rules of chess, trying to move your king like a queen, no one's going to want to play with you. So, all right, fine.
It reminds me almost like the Matrix 4. You saw the last Matrix, the Resurrections?
Oh, bro, what the fuck was that shit? What was that? That was horrendous. I lost so many brain cells from that fucking film.
Really?
Dude, I said, like right now in my cinema room, right? Me and my girl, we were watching it. And I can remember saying to her, oh, fuck me. Okay, so they're doing this. I see what they're doing. And then I said, right at the end, the only way that they can make this film any worse is have them fly in, both of them. Why are both of them?
Yeah, this scene was fucked up. 100%. This was fucked up. This was pure feminism there, right there. Fucked up.
It was.
But I think there is a bigger message there, you know? I think there is a bigger message because I saw the movie 5 times. In the first time, I reacted the same as you. I was like, what the fuck is this shit? Why is Neo so weak suddenly? And I was like confused. But I think in the 4th and 5th time, I understood that they wanted to bring it down, to narrow all the movie down to like the love of Neo with Trinity. And then when you look at it like in the real world perspective, it will be like, okay, the only thing we have as a human is to love each other. And when you love someone, you give them, like you provide for them. So this is how I see it. Like in terms of this, I like all the beginning when Neo was back into the Matrix and they tricked him, because they do this all the time. They do this all the fucking time, tricked him. No, it was only a dream. You have a psychologist. You are the best game developer in the world, blah, blah, blah. And when he came out, he was fucked up. He was confused. He was like, what is the point of all this? But I said it in connection with what you said about chess. When you play chess, you need to play with the rules. So when Neo went out of the Matrix and he got back in, he needed to play according to the rules. He can't like...
Yeah.
So,
100%.
yeah, need to play the game.
And everyone has their role as well. It's like your point's really interesting, actually, because I only watched it the once. I don't know how you could suffer that much, bro. I watched it 5 times, but I only watched it just the once. And I thought about it for a really long time. And actually, I think the message, I think, is actually, I can't tell if it's dark or if it's a light message. But it's, for me, eventually, after tons of time just letting it just go in my brain,
yeah,
I kind of just came to the conclusion. I'm like, oh, okay, I get it. I think that what they're trying to do is they're trying to say that the society as a whole has changed so much now that unless you accept this love for femininity as a man, unless you accept the feminist movement, all of this shit, then you're not going to be able to break the matrix. That's kind of what I eventually took out of it, was that
interesting.
If you don't accept it, then you're going to stay in the matrix, is what they're suggesting. Anyway, there's a lot of really interesting concepts about the film, but that was really like the biggest takeaway after a lot of brain power. And
really?
But
I got it completely different. Yeah.
Everyone's different, bro.
Yeah.
This is the beautiful thing about
But
humans,
what I
right?
liked most was at the end when they both got into the Matrix again and they went to this guy, I forgot his name, neo-psychologist, and he said that
Yep.
people love control. They like to be controlled. They like my Matrix. They want to stay in the Matrix. They don't want to go free, go out to the real world. This is fucking true in a lot of aspects.
Very true. Very, very true. They could have chosen a better actor, though. I don't think he was the right actor for that role, but it's true, man, because, look, people like to be guided, right?
Yeah.
Everyone needs to be guided. And to give someone the control to guide you is the same thing as just following a movement. You don't want to just follow a movement. You need to use your own brain and actually say, look, stop following people, stop looking for someone to control your life, because really you're the only person that's in control of it, right?
Yeah.
And at the end of the day, man, the second that people just realize that, the entire fucking world's going to change. But people are too busy blaming. People are too busy focused on other people. And people are also too busy on idolizing people, right? And giving people that control. So
I doubt that, you know, what you said, when people will realize that they are in control of their life, the world will change. I doubt that, because I think if you remember back in 2020, when we were in lockdown, the whole world, you saw people getting like crazy, climbing the walls, suicides, I don't know, depressions, whatever, because everybody was inside their house with their mind. And the only thing that I like this situation in the world, because people will say, this situation sucks, but I love it very much, because when everybody was in lockdown, you can differentiate finally between the real people and the fake ones, because it doesn't matter how much money you have, it doesn't matter how much celebrations you do on weekends, how much parties you go in. When everybody was on lockdown, it was only you and your mind. And if you were strong, you will keep going with the training, with everything. But if you weren't, a lot of people got off training, got on drugs, whatever, started smoking all kinds of shit, started binging Netflix. So you can differentiate with who the real ones was and who the fake ones. And it's like there's no hope for them, you know? It's like crazy.
No, for sure, man. This is the real world. And I mean, for me, I loved the lockdown. You know, sitting down every day, just smoking crack cocaine was, you know, I had a good time. But it was, at the end of the day, it reflects everything, right? Because if in that moment when they were like, right, okay, we're doing this lockdown thing, if you as a person were in that moment and you didn't say either, this is going to be fucking great and amazing, I get to be with myself and focus on myself 100%, or you said the other thing, which was, oh shit.
Yeah.
If you were that old shit person, bro, you should have used that time. What was it, bro? Like fucking a year, 2 years?
Yeah.
I like it's for me, it's just such a gap in time, because I just carried on doing stuff. Like I didn't even really abide by the rules or anything. I was just out walking my dog, made a dog group. We were on.
It's like a hole in time space.
Yeah, they were like, and it's still like it's weird, you know. It's weird for me because I got so much growth done, like monetarily, with my mind. I learned so many fucking new skills. Like I didn't know how to cook and make my own breads. Now I know how to make like 6 or 7 different fucking breads. Like, sure, it's a gay thing, but fuck, like I can do way more things now because I put in the time and the effort. But so many people were there and just saying, "Oh man, I miss my friends." I miss my friends.
This is what I'm talking about.
Like, stop being a little bitch. Do something, man. Like, yeah, fine, okay, you miss your friends, that's fine, but if you can't go and see them, even though you could, then do something about it. Okay, so what are you going to do? What structure do you have in your life? Because most people, they just don't even have hobbies, bro.
Yeah.
Like, they don't have hobbies. Like, it's like, okay, so you go, you watch Netflix, and then you go to sleep. Like, what kind of human fucking contribution is that?
Yeah,
what kind of a...
This is stupid.
You're not contributing to the society, this youthful society that's made, like, us be able to speak over thousands of miles right now, over just a fucking phone, and just to be able to turn on a switch and the lights come on, or be able to turn on...
People are fucking crazy.
Now you have gas. Like, how can you not contribute to the amazingness that is society? It just... For those people, just fuck you, because you're just disrespectful.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know what you mean. Because I remember in lockdown, I was in this time, I was just starting a business like right before lockdown, like 3 months before lockdown. And everything was starting going well. And I was at the time a fitness coach online. So then I was working in part-time job, of course, to live somehow. And was marketing with my leftovers of my funds every end of the month. And then lockdown came. And then I was like, oh yes, finally I can put all my focus and energy on one thing. Instead of going around, I don't know, paying this, going to the work, coming back, going to the gym, I can only train and market and better my product and train. And all this focus like a laser. I remember in lockdown, bro, I made like, I think, 300 more clients, which was fucking crazy. And it's like I built my own army, like, and my marketing was this. I was telling people, okay, everybody's in lockdown. You have two options. One is get and be a fat fuck when we finish lockdown. Second is get shredded. And then I got like my own tiny army of shredding down people and getting them to do things which they never done. It was crazy. People don't understand like the power of focus. When you focus on something.
For sure, bro.
Yeah.
And how did that feel for you to see, you know, you were helping so many fucking people when everyone else was just doing gay shit? How was that for you? What was that feeling like?
Wow. I was feeling like Superman. It's like every client I got to train and on my program was 3 months. So every client I got, it's like their power converted to me. Like the more they trained, I became more powerful. The more clients I closed, I became like this super fucking elite Zeus. I don't know. It was fucking crazy.
See, that's the thing. There's a way to take power from the energy that you give out to the universe, because it's multiplied, right? It's all multiplied.
Yeah.
Like the energy that you give out will come back multiplied, dependent on how good the energy you're giving it. Like if you're genuinely going out and genuinely doing good things for good people and helping them, then it's multiplied by like 10x.
Highly agree. I highly agree. I remember this one time I saw a video on Instagram and there was a kid like selling snacks, a little kid. And then there was a guy coming over and he was doing him like a test. He told him, listen, I want a snack, but I don't have 10 pounds. I need to bring it from my car. Is it okay if I take the snack and I come back later? And the kid was like, yeah, sure. And the man was so moved. He told him, listen, take this $500. I don't want the snacks. I wanted to pay for the whole snacks because you were so kind.
Yeah.
And then the kid was like, can I give them for free? Like the snacks. And they just give the snacks free for homeless people and stuff. So it's like when you do good, it's like a teardrop. When you put like a drop in a river or in like silent water, it spurs like it's like a spiral and it's moving. So this is exactly like what you said with the energy. It's like exactly the same.
100%. And the thing is as well is that, I mean, I don't really like those videos. I know that they feel good, but at the same time, I just don't like the concept of it. I don't like, I suppose I know why, which is that it's just for a video.
Yeah,
right?
I know.
You know what I mean? It's like the influencers that go, they shoot a video of them giving a homeless person money or whatever. It's just like, bro, just do good shit. Just do good shit without showing it. But at the same time, I don't know. I'm interested in your opinion on this, but at the same time, I'm like, look, those videos do a lot of good and they make people watching it feel good. But I kind of feel like the people that are watching it feel good because they're cheating themselves by giving charity, right? Because the person watching it
Yeah.
isn't doing anything good, right?
Yeah.
So it's kind of like someone else does something good and gives to charity and does a good thing, and then this person feels good because the person in the middle is making ad revenue from the money. It doesn't feel right to me. The whole thing.
I don't know. It depends. I understand what you're saying, and there's a point in what you're saying, but I think it depends. I think it depends solely on the person who is like putting the video out, because he knows deep down in himself if he did it for the sake of the video or if he did it for the sake of the good. And if he gets like, I don't know, 1 million views and it was only for the sake of the video, so he feels like maybe powerful for what? 1 minute, 1 day, 2 days, and this trend passes. And then he feels like shit. So it's like a paradox. If someone does it for the sake of the good, he will just get more good with it. And he will spread more good. So I think it depends
100%.
like on the intention.
I agree 100%. It's are you religious? So
Well, I believe in God, but I don't call it religious. I don't like to call it religion.
why not?
I heard this story one time, and this story goes like this. How do you make up a religion? So there was this one guy, okay? Doesn't matter the name, Jesus, Buddha, whatever. There was this one guy. This guy has an experience, an enlightenment. Like God touches him or something. He somehow got it. Like he just receives an enlightenment. And then he feels so good, so moved. He wants to teach other people how to experience what he just experienced. And then he goes, try to teach other people. And these people are so moved by his stories then that they wanna teach other people. 1 second, we have running out of time. So then,
don't worry. If we run over, I'm good. I'm good.
Yeah, we will launch over again. So I go back to the story. So this guy has an enlightenment. God touches him. Then he go to other people and tell them about his experience. And then he tried to teach them how to get enlightened also. And what they do is they pass it over and trying to teach other people how to get an enlightenment without even experiencing it. And this is how you make up a religion. So this is why I don't like religion. I feel like religion is like something to follow. Like I don't know. I really believe in God. I think God exists. We have a massive power in the universe which moves things for the better. But I don't know about religion, bro. Really.
Okay. Well, I get what you're saying. Let me put it to you another way. This cigar creates way too much smoke. Let me put it to you another way. So, you obviously believe in personal fitness, and that's a good thing, right?
Yeah.
I'm guessing that you started believing that when you started practicing and training and looking after your body, right?
Yeah, I get what you're saying.
And then you wanted to teach other people how to become healthy and fit and happy through that means, right?
Yeah.
So don't you see the contradiction?
Yeah, I see.
So you believe in God. You're, and by the way, I completely agree. I don't think that there's been a way in which, religious people who have been high on or within their roles, right? So I'm talking about the priests molesting fucking little kids and shit. Because it's all to do with how people use that power, right? Because the people that are in those positions are given positions of power and trust, because it's like people say that you can only find God through this, right?
Yeah.
The second that someone says you can only find God or peace through this, or the only way that you can get a fit and healthy body is just through me, that's when you know that that person should not have any power, right?
Yeah.
Whereas if you're being honest and you're saying, well, you know what, you can find God in everything. You can find God in just a light switch. Right?
Yeah. In the cigar.
In a table. Yeah. Or in
Yeah.
a cigar. I mean, dude, I'm connected, right?
Yeah.
I'm well connected. Not this one though. This one, I'm definitely connected to Satan. But it's like you can find God in anything. You can find inspiration in anything, or creativity in anything. But the second that someone starts saying, no, you can only find that thing through me, that's when you know that person doesn't deserve a single shred of power, because they're not telling the truth. And you're right, because a lot of religious leaders have abused their powers. Just look at a lot of these Christian and pastors in America. Like it's a multi-billion-dollar industry.
Yeah. Also in Israel.
It's a multi-billion-dollar industry, right? So it's not that, and I'm not just talking about Christianity. I'm talking, every religion, except for Jainism, because that's just very unique and different. But you have to realize that it's all become corrupted, right? Which is ironic, because the very thing that they're teaching, which is in Christianity, for example, to get away from the devil, them in positions of power have now become and allowed the devil to enter them, and then influence and corrupt even more people.
It's absurd.
You see, that's the fucked up thing about religion. But religion itself, if it's done well from a true place of gratitude and love, like I don't care what religion someone is, or even if they're not religious, I don't give a fuck. I'll still love you as a person because you're a person. And I genuinely believe God created us in his image. So if that's the case, of course I'm going to love God the same as I'm going to love you, right? And I'm going to love someone else that even though other people are going to annoy me and they're going to piss me off, but I will still deeply love that person and try and help that person, just because that's the right thing to do.
Yeah. I want to talk a little bit, go back. I remember you said that you have a girl, so I want to have a chat a little bit about this. So so it's a relationship, it's official, what it is. Give an image.
Give an image. I can show you the tattoo that she's got, my signature. I don't know if I have it on this one though. It's on this one. But yeah, no, she's incredible. She helps me with absolutely anything and everything. Anything and everything. She does everything from a place of gratitude, and I'm the same for her. Everything that I'll do for her, I'll do it from a place of gratitude and thanks, and trying to build us and get us to the next level.
I love it.
She knows and understands very, very clearly and very well that obviously I'm the head, but at the same time, she's the hands, right?
Yeah.
The head says to the hands, hey, I need help with this. Can you do this and this and this thing for me? Whilst I do the thinking and the planning and everything else and get everything done. It's very much a partnership, teamwork, and it works beautifully, man. Works beautifully.
I love it.
After going through so many holes, bro, hundreds upon hundreds of these 304s. And by the way, if any of my exes are watching this, from the past couple of years, you are not one of them. You are not one of them. Don't worry. But yeah, man, it's you have to go through them to find them. You have to go through them to find them, because it's very, 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 very rare that you're ever going to find a really good woman, especially in the West. In the West, I'd almost say forget about it. I really, really would. Because the likelihood of you finding a good woman who's not influenced by fucking all of this craziness and noise. And I understand why, right? Like, it's really hard for anyone because there's always noise, right? No, it's very hard for a person to sit down just by themselves and just have no noise, no music, no nothing, but just their thoughts. So it's very difficult for everyone to come to that stage. But for the white noise that there is just constantly thrown, specifically at young women, go dance, be a hoe. What's the thing called, bro? Something about
OnlyFans.
summer.
Hot girl summer.
That's the one.
Yeah. Tell me, what is a good woman in your eyes?
One that respects herself and her body and her innocence more than anything else, and that not only respects that mentally but wants to protect that.
I love this.
I could carry on, that they want to tap into that unlimited energy that for somehow women have. Just like for us, we have unlimited energy. If we have a girl that we love, bro, we'll be up until 5, 6 in the fucking morning working.
Yeah.
Because we want to give that girl the entire world. Just the same as we have that, and then after a couple of hours sleep, we can just get up and go again.
Yeah.
Just because that's what we have to do to give her everything that we want to. Just the same with women. Women can serve a man and help him achieve that and those things, and they have untapped energy reserves to make that happen. Completely untapped energy reserves.
I highly agree.
And what a woman can do when they use that energy is they feel better. They really do. Because why do you, as a woman, why do you want to be in a relationship where you're always paying half? Like, I get it. Like, okay, if that's needed and you really believe that this man is on the right track, but equality is bullshit in a relationship. My girl hasn't paid for a single fucking thing except for like her buying me a present. She never will. She never will.
I highly agree. My girl either. Never pay for anything.
It's super fucking gay. Why are you, bro? Are you that much of a bitch that your girl is gonna fucking pay for your shit? Do you know what I'm saying? What's wrong with men these days? You're that much of a bitch that your girl is paying for you? Come on, bro. And if that's the case, like, people should realize that, especially men, to get into a relationship requires many things, right? Stoicism, to be admired by other men, to be a person that she can trust and that she can rely on, someone that she knows that she could go to with any problem and that you're going to fix it. And with all of those things, you need to be a capable man. So I always say to all of these young guys, look, forget about it because you're not capable and you can't do shit. So no, you don't even deserve a woman at this point because you haven't put in the fucking work.
This is why they get in hoes.
Yeah. But this is the other problem, right? Like everyone's telling, hold on, let me just put both of these phones on Do Not Disturb again. There we go. But this is the other thing that we're telling men. Right, we're saying to men, okay, yeah, just go fuck all of these hoes. It's like, well, okay, fine, I understand that because pretty much like the vast majority of women are not ready for a relationship. They are not prepared for a long-term relationship. They're not ready to commit. So I kind of get it, but it's like this whole just go and fuck hoes thing. Need like any of them.
Yeah.
It's like, bro, what are you doing? Because you're putting yourself at excess risk of STDs, of something happening, getting robbed, whatever the fuck. But on top of that, what are you doing with your time? Do you not, are you not building anything that you just have all of this time free for all of these hoes?
Yeah, I agree.
Like, and I know as well, because I've been there, and you know this very well, right?
Yeah, the funny thing about this is I always felt about this topic a little bit off because everybody was like, while growing up, like you like have two types of boys. You have like the popular ones who gets all the girls, and then when you end up like maybe in college or maybe a little bit afterwards, around like 20s, 18s, like 19s, 20s. So everybody's fucking, like everybody, like on stupid amounts. And I'm younger than you.
You know why?
Oh,
You know why though?
I don't know why, but I know everybody's pushing this topic very hard. Like, if you don't fuck, you're a piece of shit. You're not worth anything. Like inside boys groups, you can go inside, and this is all they're talking about. But
Yeah.
when I think about this, like imagine when us men, if we go and we do this and we like fuck like needlessly anything. So it's not like you said already, it's where is your time? Are you not building anything? And all the risk STDs. But there is something in particular that I feel off about. And is, imagine there is only one man ruining so much women because the more he fucks for one night stands and then disappears, emotionally he ruins a woman. And even if he don't see it or she don't see it, because someone will tell you, no, I don't feel anything. Yeah, sure. What do you say, bitch? You think you don't feel anything, but it ruins both of them emotionally. And then we got to a place today where they can't connect emotionally with each other. Yeah, so what I said there is that when they do it, then we have like all this generation today, and it's really hard for people to connect emotionally with each other. Like people can't connect, and this is why you have hoes, this is why you have OnlyFans, this is why you have porn, this is why you have, I don't know, people, doing stuff in the bathroom, and yeah, all this fucked up.
No, I know what you mean. It's like there's zero connection, especially sexually. Like people would prefer to just go and touch themselves in the fucking bathroom now, rather than going and actually being genuinely with your partner and doing the one thing that you guys can truly 100% connect with, spiritually, emotionally, physically, and most importantly, just being with them, right? Like if and it's fucked society up. Like, why would you as a man or a woman prefer to be touching yourself rather than being with the person that you're with? And sure, at the start, it might not be the best sex. For a lot of guys that I've spoken to, I know that they've had some issues at the start, feeling a lack of confidence. If that is you, by the way, I would highly, highly, highly suggest, I'll be interviewing him on Thursday. You guys look up Sterling Cooper.
He's the guy.
Great guy. Yeah, great guy. But it really comes down to then feeling like men then begin to feel lack. After men start feeling, oh, okay, I can't fuck her, so fine, I might as well just go to the fucking toilet and just jack off myself, right? No, like rather than doing that, become comfortable with her, right? And for you ladies listening, just tell him and show him what you want him to do, right? I know that a lot of women expect a man to know, but trust me, I think it's like in 2019, so the year before the pandemic, it was 18% of all men had sex in the entire fucking year. Wow. Right? 18%. And it was 82%. I'm paraphrasing the part with the women because I always fuck this part up. But it was something like 82% of women had, right? Which therefore means you're talking 80% of women with 20% of men. Yeah. And the rest of these men, they don't know what they're doing because they just haven't. It's been so long for them that they've forgotten what it is. But just like with the gym, just like reading books, talking, communicating, anything, it's just a fucking muscle. Let them help themselves by first picking up the weights, help them and say, look, I really want you to pick up the weights and learn how to be better sexually with me. Can I show you more of the things that I like, and can we be open about it? Sure, there might be a few things that he's going to feel uncomfortable with. Like, damn sure fucking right, he ain't going to be wanting to have threesomes with another dude, right?
Yeah.
Another chick, yeah, sure. You know, if he's a decent man, you know, I don't see anything wrong with that. And a lot of women as well with that, they get very scared, right?
Yeah.
They're like, oh yeah, I don't want to have a threesome because if I have a threesome, then he's gonna love, maybe he's gonna love that other girl. It's like, no, we don't want to love that other girl because we love you. It's just we need a new body every once in a while, right?
Yeah. Let's
But
talk
by
a
the way,
little bit. Okay, finish.
For that to happen, you have to be a very high value man. And most of you can't do shit. So focus on becoming a high value man.
This is our next topic. Like, I think people today afraid to put in the work. I think really when it comes down to this, people just don't put in the work. Like,
bro, they don't. And here's the thing: it's self-sabotage. Like, someone could sign up. Like, bro, I had one of my students in HU, Hustlers University, who earned 8,900 this month.
wow,
Right?
crazy.
And it's like, bro, there's still people that join and then they just won't put in the work because it's self-sabotage. You don't want to really believe that you can do something. So for a lot of men, it's not even that they don't want it, they want it. But they're self-sabotaging themselves all of the time. And it kind of goes back to what we were just saying, right? Like, if you want to have really great sex with your woman, just stop watching fucking porn and jacking off in the fucking toilet, bro.
Yeah, people shooting themselves in the leg and they don't realize it.
Mm-hmm. All of the time, but it's you need to put in the work.
Let's talk about HU for a second.
Let's talk about HU. Let's do it.
You said one of your students did $8,900 in a month. This is more like than, I think, 80% of people's paycheck over the world. So tell a little bit about HU. What is HU? What we doing in HU?
It's essentially it's an online university. We teach. Now it's 19. It was 18. Different wealth creation methods, and it's ways for you guys to get financially free and out of the rat race because you're always going to be trading your time for money, regardless as to what you're doing. If you're stuck in the position of, right, okay, fuck, today I have to go to my 9 to 5, I have to pay bills, and I get it, everyone has to pay bills. I was living on the fucking street at one point. So, like, everyone has to pay the bills, and it's a step by step, but everyone needs either first to build a side hustle, then for that side hustle to be scalable enough to become a business. And then once you have that business, okay, now you quit your job. Once you have enough revenue coming in, you quit your job, and then you work for yourself. That's it. Now you're free. Now you're free. You're outside of the rat race. I mean, it's really that simple. And it's now it's called the Real World.
Yeah.
It was called Hustlers University, but it's made by the great and amazing Andrew Tate.
I like the new name we put it, the Real World. I like this name.
It's much better because it really does open people's eyes up after you join that there is actually a real world outside of this suffering bullshit.
Yeah.
There really is.
Heck, I saw a 14-year-old made $10,000. I was going crazy, man.
That was his first month.
Wow.
That was his first month.
I was going crazy. I was like, if I had this too.
Crazy, bro. I was just like, what the fuck? Are we this good at teaching people? And we are.
Yeah.
Because like all of the professors inside are verified millionaires or close to from Tate's personal network, the War. But when it comes down to it, that's how good the professors are. Because if a 14-year-old can do it, and you guys are still saying to yourself, well, okay, I'm still struggling. Well, you know, maybe I can't. Like, it's that self-sabotage.
Yeah.
Right? stop self-sabotaging and say, okay, you know what? Let me learn. Because if you're going to learn from the best. I mean,
Yeah.
you can only learn something from someone who's genuinely achieved what you want to achieve. Because there's far too many people online, and you guys probably see this on TikTok, right? You've probably seen this, where there's like some 17-year-old kid, right, who's clearly filming something in his mum's apartment. And he's talking about how to do tax evasion. I'm like, bro.
Oh yeah, sure.
Like, you're in the lowest tax bracket, bro. Like, what are you doing? Like, you can. There was a quote the other day from one of the guys who said, what was it? I'm paraphrasing, but it was something along the lines of the world and the online world would be a very quiet place if only the people who achieved what they claim to have can talk. And I was
wow, that one hit strong.
Yeah, it's 100% true. There's too many people, there's too many fake people, there's too many this and that, and blah blah blah. It's nonsensical. It really is. The whole online world is a cesspool of degeneracy and power grabbing and everything else. But there's mainly negative.
If you could go back in time to your younger self, let's say 20, so what would you say to your 20-year-old self about money? What would you say to him? Like, what tips would you give to him?
Good question. Let me think about that. My 20-year-old self. Nothing, actually. I wouldn't tell him anything. And I would just let him struggle through and figure it out himself. Because I needed to lose insane amounts of money to really value what money is. So yeah, I wouldn't say anything. I just give him a hug.
Wow.
I just give him a hug and say, you're doing good. Just keep it up.
Like, just put in the work.
And then punch him in the fucking face.
Why punch him?
Yeah, because he's a fucking pussy. Just the same as in like 5 years, I want to punch my current self in the face. Nah, he was a fucking weak. He was a weakling. It's always a development, right?
Yeah.
And it's very easy to look back in hindsight and say, oh man, I wish I did this differently, rather than looking in foresight and saying, okay, what can I do differently to achieve the goal that I want to achieve, right? That's really what makes a man's growth, is you saying, rather than what could I have done differently, because the past doesn't fucking matter. The past doesn't care about you.
Yeah.
Your past you doesn't even know that you exist.
Some iron mind wisdom right there.
Yep. But you gotta have the iron mind. But yeah, it's 100% that. I wouldn't say anything at all.
I love it.
Punch in. Good job. Come back to this timeline and get back to work. That's it.
That's so easy. What else? If you got something else to talk, I think we got over everything. Basically, I ran out of things.
Well, I could talk for 6 days straight about pretty much anything. But no, man, I'm super happy with the interview. I'm super grateful for you for doing it. I hope that anyone watching this has found some value. You can follow me on Instagram, Michael J. Ringer, or there'll be YouTube and all.
I'll put links
shit.
for everything. Send me all the shit in the Telegram, and I'll put links. Instagram, YouTube, whatever, blah blah blah.
We'll make it easy for them.
Make
it easy for them to find their new Jesus. I'm now building a new religion. If anyone wants to be a part of my cult, you're more than welcome to join. It's going to cost you $5 a day.
The requirements for the cult is to be able to cold sell people in 2 calls, 10 grand stuff.
Yep. Otherwise you're not in. And it's going to cost you to get in. And on top of that, you also have to give me foot massages. You have to. Otherwise, it's a no-go. But no, look, brother, I really, really appreciate you taking the time out and interviewing me. And,
Thank you for putting the time.
It's all good, man. Anything for a brother. Anything for a brother. And
We'll be in touch,
we'll
brother.
do another one of these again, I have no doubt.
Yeah, we're gonna do another one of these. I'll see you soon, by the way. We'll speak on Telegram, don't worry.
Oh, yes. I have no doubt. I have no doubt that we will. All right, brother. Appreciate the time, man.
See you, my brother. Be in touch. Peace.